Welcome to another episode of the Lords of Consciousness podcast. I am your host, Clint Culberson, and I am joined with he's the Samwise in my life, and I'm the Samwise in his life, Mr. Chase Gonzalez.
Hey, what up, Fredo?
How you doing, Fredo?
Feeling fan-fucking-tastic.
Nice, dude. Well, it's been a while since we've had you on the podcast, so I'm really happy to have you back, bro.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
How does it feel?
Like riding a bike.
It's like riding a bike.
You fall a couple times, scrape up your knees, but you get back on that motherfucker and keep going.
Well, we're so lucky because we have one of the most integral members of the group, the Lords of Consciousness, that which inspired this website, and he's a guy who's been in the group for I don't know how long, Jermaine.
Since May of 2015.
May of 2015.
Yeah.
And his name is Mr. Jermaine-Davis out of Colorado. How you doing, brother?
Doing great. How are you guys doing?
Jermaine, you are the co-founder of CSTR, which stands for Conscious-Seeds-Truthful-Roots. And you're one of the most magnificent artists that we know too, as you can see by some of the artwork that he has behind him. How long have you been doing art, man?
Since I was a baby, for as long as I could pick up a pencil.
Yeah.
Actually selling it has only been since probably 2015, but I really got going this year when I started painting.
Yeah. This year?
Yeah, I just started painting in February this year.
Really?
Yeah, and that was when I really kicked off making money on it, because I just started making, different signs like Broncos and, Colorado flags and stuff like that, and that's when I actually started making money. It's just been since February, really, that I've been pursuing it,
Dude, that is so cool. You've been one of those guys who's really inspired me because, you've gone from the working man to now really working within your passions on a day-to-day basis and being able to provide for yourself because of that. And it's very inspiring because there's so many people that are wanting to do the same thing for themselves. Maybe they don't even know what they want to do just yet. Maybe they're an artist like you who has the talent, but wants to do it on a more frequent basis. Like, I guess my question then is, what would be your advice to those type of artists who are who have that talent and are just on the doorstep of learning to monetize what they're doing?
Honestly, whatever is in your way, whatever you think is holding you back, then just let it go, because there's really nothing holding you back except for yourself. Mm-hmm. I used to always say that I didn't have time to do art, but I was sitting on the couch watching TV. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there's something that you're doing that you can let go of and pour it into your art. There's also if you're having problems with creativity, or having creative blocks, and that's something that I don't really experience that anymore. So,
mm-hmm.
I don't know, just find some way to expand your thinking. That was a big part of it for me too, is just changing the way that I thought and the way that I looked at things, realizing that it's all in my power. Anything you want to do is within your reach, so just do it. There's no secret trick to it. Just start doing it. It's that simple.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't know any other way to put it. You just gotta start doing it and do it every day. And if it's your passion, then it should be very easy to do.
What about the idea that, you've kind of made a name for yourself by up there in Colorado by doing those, Colorado flags that you do, and the Denver Broncos, as you mentioned. when did you decide to do something like that? I mean, was it something that you loved doing per se, or was it something that you realized had a monetary potential, and it was something you loved to do, and you were willing to kind of, create something that others wanted more so than something that was stemming from your deepest creativity, or?
Yeah. I actually I saw one. I saw one on Pinterest. It was a wooden Colorado flag with the Broncos logo on it, and it was right around February. So I made one for my fiance for Valentine's Day. And then when I put it on Facebook, people just started freaking out. Oh, I want one. Oh, I need one. And this was right after they had won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah, so that's all it was, is that people freaked out over them. So I made like 5 or 6 of them. And then I only sold like one or two was the first, the initial round that I made. But one of them was to a guy who's actually in Arizona. He lives in Cave Creek, Arizona.
Nice.
So I shipped it out there to him. But yeah, just seeing people's reaction to it when I put it on social media. I saw the potential in it, and then I was looking at what other people were doing, and there are other people making those flags, and the big ones that I do, I sell for like $120, and they're like 4 feet by 3 feet, and I've seen these people sell them for like $450, and it's like, dude, that costs like $15 to make.
Mm-hmm.
I can sell those all day for $120 and make money.
So would you recommend to other artists out there to maybe look at opportunities to take their art and put make products that do have a an economic value per se? And I don't mean that other art doesn't, but maybe take a sports team, like sports is so popular, and kind of combining something that's really popular with some of your, stylistic, creativity.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking to monetize it, then definitely, because there are a lot of artists that make all kinds of fantastic artwork, but it's not for everybody. If you make something that the average Joe walking around your neighborhood is going to like, then you're going to sell a lot more. You'll be able to sell a lot more. So I make those for money. I do those just to get cash, but then I work on the stuff that I want to do for myself. The stuff that's going to take me where I need to go creatively. Just for myself, or I'll just make stuff and give it away to people.
Right. Absolutely.
That was really what got me started, was just drawing everyone in the LOC and sending those off and seeing their reactions. I did all of those for free, and it got me to where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. There's something awesome about like doing work for people and giving it away for free, right?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, and it's a better way to get your name out there as well. People relate to that more, and they respect that. They want, like, when you share your work with somebody, of course they want to share it with everybody else and say, hey, look at this guy,
Right. Yeah. It gave me so much confidence too, just hearing everyone's reactions to it, and all the comments that people would post on it. It just let me know that why am I not making money off of this? Like, why am I not doing this every day? So yeah, so I really appreciate everyone for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually something similar that Chase is experiencing within the photography world. It's as a photographer, there's a lot of opportunities to do family photos or weddings and things like that. And maybe that's not like a photographer's ultimate dream, is to just do weddings all the time, but it is something that pays the bills, and it's also something that keeps you in the task of, or in the routine and the practicing of your skill set. So it's one of those things, like, for any artist to not feel like some sellout because they're making Denver Broncos things. Maybe there's some, people might think come on, Jermaine, you're supporting the National Football League, which is a sponsor of the U.S. military, and all that kind of thing. Basically, you're run by the Illuminati, dude. Just admit it. Come on, Jermaine. See? Starbucks.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, we can't show that. They're not paying us.
Whoa, blur it out. We're going to have to blur that out, dude. Richie, how do you blur shit out?
It's lemonade.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think it's definitely something to think about for anyone, who's has these incredible skills. One thing I've seen a lot of artists doing now is getting into murals, because you can go to, if there's companies out there that have a building and there's just a blank wall, and imagine what your artwork might be able to do for that wall, and they pay money for it, man. And a lot of inner cities are starting to see quite a surge in murals all over urban areas. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Well, they're doing a lot of that down in the Rhino district. Brian Sky Hampton.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's killing it right now. Man, that dude's beast.
Unbelievable. I mean, he's like in another stratosphere of what that guy does. It's crazy. And him and E. Howard working together, and that whole Threada movement down in Denver, it's so cool, man. It's what they're doing. It's beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, that's something that I like to get into, is doing murals. But that's something for the future. I do see that coming, because I've always liked all the taggers, spray paint and running around at night like a ninja.
Oh yeah.
I've never done that. What? By the way, what's your favorite form of painting, drawing, whatever? What's your favorite?
Right now I'm really enjoying painting. I think it's probably just because I just started. Painting with acrylics and drawing. I like color pencil a lot. I just got some markers. I really haven't used markers since like middle school and high school, but just watching what a lot of other artists are doing with markers, I just bought a nice pack of markers, and I'm gonna play around with that. But yeah, mostly acrylic and color pencil for the most part.
Cool, man. Well, dude, I love your painting, man. We got a live show at the gathering. That was really cool.
Oh, right on. Thank you.
That was really, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Just incredibly skilled. Tell us about conscious-seeds-truthful-roots. Like, what's the premise behind the name, even?
It was May, actually. It's funny. It was May of 2014, and I just read this article that it was titled, they call it television programming for a reason. And, I read the article, and it was obviously stuff that I had known already, but something at that moment just really sank in, and I was still watching quite a bit of television there. And I realized that, if the television can, hijack your mind like that and make you act a certain way and think a certain way, what if you were just putting in conscious stuff? What if you were just being incredibly conscious about what you were consuming? And that's why I came up with Conscious Seeds. And then it was actually Michael-Dasso that came up with the Truthful Roots part. And originally we were talking about doing like meditation benches and yoga mats and stuff like that, but I've made a couple of meditation benches, but I just realized that I don't know, I'm a better artist than I am a carpenter.
You got to know your skill set, man.
Yes. Yeah. It was Cedar
joins me on all my podcasts now,
Nice.
He's over there looking majestic as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regal up.
Yeah, I just we came out with that name, and I stopped watching television, and I just started paying attention to what I was thinking and how I viewed the world, and the type of people that I was connecting with. And then it was a year later when Picolate invited me to LOC. He actually invited me and Dasso. So
in our own Stephen Michael.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, DK knows everyone, dude. All he does, I follow him on Snapchat, and all he does is like gallivant around the United States, dude. Like he's always somewhere.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
He's a master networker. I love it.
he is, yeah. He's very charismatic, and he's very charming, and yeah, he's a great guy all around.
Oh, yeah.
I wish he would have come to the gathering.
So tell us what it's been like coming into a group like the Lords of Consciousness, and what, not even so much specifically this, the Facebook group LOC, but what has it been like to just come into an online group of people who have been sharing themselves and connecting with each other, and then even you brought up the gathering, and to you even coming to the gathering this year from Colorado to Arizona. What has been the Lords of Consciousness experience been like for you?
It's been incredible, just absolutely magical, because I went into it with a completely open mind and completely open heart, and taking everyone as being sincere from the get-go, and so that's why it's always odd to me when members just drop out, and they all have their own thing going on, whatever, but it's just been authentic, completely authentic, and I've grown so much, just leaps and bounds, just being able to express myself openly and not have to worry about judgment and what people are going to think, or all worries just out the window. And then, like I was talking about, sharing my art with everyone, and everyone was just so blown away that I took the time to draw something for them, and just so grateful, and just it's unreal. Like it's just absolutely incredible that it's real, and it's authentic. And then going to the gathering and seeing everyone there, it just solidified it. I mean, even after I heard the first podcast with you and Kat Kelly, that really set in stone. Because when I first joined, I will say this, I was a little bit intimidated, because I was hearing, a lot of stuff that I haven't heard before, a lot of subjects, like all these books that people were reading. I was like, whoa, like these people are brilliant. Like, what am I doing here? But then, getting to see who everyone really was, and that, it wasn't just a bunch of arrogant, like stuck up, philosophers and whatnot, like that these are just real people, because
oh wait, I did that.
I'm an unabashed narcissist. What can I say?
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh man. Yeah, it's been an incredible ride, and people, you and Michael, who've come in, and we got to get Michael on the podcast sometime. But I wanted to have you separate, so then you could. Yeah. We got to get, make sure you get a word in, bro. Mike is the public speaker, dude. We got to get him on.
Yeah, he's a preacher, dude. He's a preacher. He's definitely got the gift of gab.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know a guy like that.
Yeah. What was the gathering like for you? Like actually physically coming into, meeting people you've become friends with online?
It was very, very surreal. Like the entire time. Like, remember when I got in the car when you picked me up, and I was just like staring you in the eyes, like, this dude is real. Like, he's
he just kept looking at me, and then all of a sudden, we didn't even really talk, and all of a sudden, I pick him up from the airport. Jermaine, my friend from online, and we've been friends for a while, close friends, and then to meet each other for the first time, we just skipped all the pleasantries and just turned up. We had Nako playing on the radio, and we just turned it up and just sang the whole time together.
Sounds like a first date I had.
We didn't kiss.
Hey, man.
We held hands, but whatever. What do you want?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man.
It was fantastic. It was surreal. It was incredibly surreal the entire time. And then that trip down to the lake just was just mind-boggling. It was absolutely beautiful. And then I don't know if I told anyone this. I was talking to Wendy right before we left, and I don't even know what we were talking about, but she said, no matter what you're going through, there's a good guy. There's a good guy right behind you that's got your back. And she's like, he's standing right behind you. And I looked behind me, and you were standing behind me, Clint. You were going into your tent. And I was like, Clint? And she said, no, there's someone else here, and he's right behind you. And I realized she was talking about my best friend from childhood. He died like 2 days before my birthday about 3 years ago. And I hadn't mourned his death because I wasn't able to go to the funeral. And, they were barely able to scrape up enough money together to have a funeral for him.
Wow.
And, yeah, like I had known him from second grade. Yeah, we became really good friends in middle school, but after, high school, we were inseparable. But anyway, she told me that he was standing behind me, and I just broke down, dude. I broke down and cried my eyes out, dude, because I hadn't mourned him. And I didn't talk to anyone about him while we were out there. And and she told me he's standing right behind you, and that just solidified that, any doubts that I had about, spiritual energy or, other things being there that you're not aware of. Like, she just blew it out of the water.
Wow.
It was absolutely amazing. I mean, that on top of everything else that I experienced out there, just, seeing that everyone was authentic and just the love that everyone had for each other. And, everyone was in awe of each other. There weren't any big egos running around there or anything. Everyone was just in total awe of everyone else. It was just absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely magical. I'll be there every year from now on.
Me too.
Yeah. Right, yeah, next year is your anniversary.
That's true. Now every year it'll be my anniversary. So Brooke and I will just continue to make it all about us.
Nice.
That was a pretty heavy story, though, Jermaine, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know that happened.
Me neither.
Yeah.
That's pretty special, man. I'm happy you had that moment.
Thank you. Yeah, because like I said, it just didn't hit me before that. Before then. And I just poured it all out there, dude. And he died in Arizona. He lived in Arizona when he passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He lived in Maricopa County.
Okay.
Hey, that's where we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, man, what an experience. And these kind of experiences happen when you just surround yourself with incredible people who are in touch with the gifts that they are, born with. And, it's not everyone has the gifts that our friend Wendy has, and for her to be able to be present to that happening, that experience, and that that just that whole entire situation to connect you with someone who you've been unconsciously longing to reconnect with.
Yeah. The energy the entire time out there was just insane, dude. Absolutely insane. You could literally feel it. It was, yeah, I can't wait till next year.
Yeah, neither can we. Chase, do you have any big plans for the gathering next year you'd like to announce right now?
No, those plans are secret.
A fun house, something like that? Bouncy ball house?
You're going to have to come and find out. I don't know why I'm talking closer to the mic when I say that. But.
Oh, man. Yeah, man, it was an incredible experience, and it's one of those things that I would tell anyone, and I think this is what the world needs more than anything right now, is for people to start coming together. Find like-minded people, find people who want to co-collaborate together into creating, a new world, and it does happen one soul at a time in a sense. And each of those souls connect with the people that they're around, and then maybe there's other tribes that you start connecting with other tribes, and then you have multiple family tribes connecting with other multiple family tribes, and then it's all of a sudden you've created something really big. And I think that's what we've seen so far with LOC, just on a small microcosm, but we're seeing what the potential could be. As for other people to start reconnecting that way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely, and I knew from the jump as soon as I joined this group, I knew that there was something special going on here, and I see it happening. I used to be a very, very arrogant atheist. I thought I had everything figured out, and just saw the future as being incredibly bleak, especially the way that everything's being controlled right now, but through the connections I've made with everyone, I see a bright future coming, and things are only going to get better. They've been shitty for so long, like people have to finally, they're starting to shake it off and wake up, and, see what's going on. So it's going to happen.
What do you think it's leading to?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't ponder that too much. You know what I mean? I just kind of focus on right now and trying to deal with that. I don't know though. It can only lead to something good. You know what I mean? Because when people are operating from
Wait, hold on, Jermaine. Jermaine, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, say that again. When people are operating?
Yeah, when people are operating from their higher self, only great things can happen from that. You know, and I'm seeing it in all the people around me right now. So, we just gotta keep doing what we're doing. I don't try and look too far into the future, because in the end, I really don't know anything. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I could speculate all day, but I just know it's going to be good. I just know it's going to be beautiful. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I know that there's. I mean, what could not be good about people reconnecting to each other? That's the most important thing. Is just people feeling seen, not feeling alone. That they realize that there's other people out there that are experiencing something similar. That we can start having compassion for each other for what we've all been through. Because, like you said, it hasn't been that great out there for a long time, and a lot of people have suffered needlessly. And now we are starting to learn better. We're starting to know better, not be ignorant anymore to the suffering that we've kind of self-induced, pretty much.
Oh yeah. I mean, chasing power and chasing money. And we've all been guilty of it.
Yep.
But it's once you let go of all that and start to realize that we really are all in this together. We're burning under the same sun. As Jack Johnson put it. Love Jack Johnson.
Oh yeah,
dude, he's the man.
Yeah, he is. but yeah, like, you know, we're all in this together. You know, all of us, all of these animals, all of these plants. You know, it's like we're just floating through space together in this little biosphere. Like, let's be nice to each other. Let's play, let's play friendly, dude. Let's get rid of these borders. You know.
Amen, man. I think we're definitely headed towards that way, you know. When we'll get there, who can say, and how we get there, who can say, but there's many roads that lead to Rome, and there's multiple ways to skin a cat, I suppose. So, and that's what'll happen.
Yeah.
Jermaine, where can people find your work? Where can people find CSTR? Can you let us know?
CSTR right now is on Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook, it's just under CSTR. Instagram, it's J-CSTR. Yeah, like I said, I'm working on getting some prints together. I'm going to try and get I'm not going to try, I'm going to get the website up as soon as possible. So
Perfect.
So yeah, I mean,
if someone wants to commission you for something, then can they get a hold of you through there?
yeah, they can hit me up through my any of those, either of those pages, Instagram, Facebook, my regular Facebook page.
Yo, hit him up on that DM, yo.
Right.
Buy my boy some work.
Jermaine's been selling into local restaurants around Colorado. You know, people are really starting to see what great work you're doing and what amazing pieces of art there are to have in your home, especially with all that wood, reclaimed wood that you use. It's such a natural look. It's such a, you have such a great style. And yeah, I mean, they're just amazing pieces. So check Jermaine out, ladies and gentlemen. And Jermaine, thank you for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. We're gonna have to have you on again. We're doing this new format of 30 minutes, but damn, we could keep going.
Oh yeah.
But let's. Thank you, man. Peace in the Middle East, bro. And really, honestly, people check his stuff out, and he's an absolute exceptional human being. And friend request him, stalk him, whatever it takes. Chase, want to give his personal address?
Well, I'm going to be in Colorado in a few days.
Oh, really?
Speaking of stalking.
Yeah, dude, you better get up there.
When are you going to be out here?
What is it, Wednesday? Flying out Wednesday.
Oh, God, I'm leaving on Thursday, dude. I'm going to Oklahoma on Thursday.
No bro date, bro.
You still got Demon out here, and Melissa Bargain's out here.
Oh yeah.
Six.
There's a lot of lords out here. Yeah.
We'll make something happen.
Yeah.
Jermaine, thanks, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya.